I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't. Hi, I'm Donna Briggs. Donna Briggs. Shout out to Donna Briggs, everybody. Oh man, Donna Briggs. Ooh, ooh, lights, camera, action. No, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Pump it up, you came to. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back. I'm a little discombobulated. Brand new camera is already having problems. You know how irritating it is that we had our other camera for years and not one issue. We changed the camera and now we're having camera issues. I want to sock this camera in the face. But anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. This is the show that never ends. I am your host, Kasabian Lavoe. Welcome back, beautiful people. I missed y'all and stuff like that. I don't know if I miss y'all really. Sometimes I'll be like, y'all some assholes. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, but I miss my assholes. Let me get the teleprompter ready. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Tell me about your day. That's amazing. What else? Well, I knew you'd do good at it. Well, who said you wouldn't do good? Those are haters. Haters, you put them to the left. Ain't I right? I ain't never lie. I'm glad your day went well. I'm almost done. I'm literally just changing the font on this damn screen because it's digital and the remote is a phone, which is fucking dope. Like, how could you not fall in love with technology when they're like, oh, use this phone thing, slap it into the iPad, and boom, teleprompters like automatically updaters. It's a messing. I really think it is. Okay, we got a couple topics. This Donna Briggs thing is really breaking my brain, but I'm here for it. And what can I say? I'm a fan of Donna Briggs. I want Donna Briggs to come on my TikTok live show. And I want to talk to Donna Briggs, and I want to know what Donna Briggs is all about. She's something special. I gotta go get makeup. I really don't like the makeup, so I gotta go get makeup because I've been looking terrible with the new camera. The new fucking camera that's giving me problems. We're going to talk about octopuses or octopusi. We're going to talk about Japan breaking internet speed. Akon City was a flop. Is anybody surprised? I'm not being a hater, I swear to God. I have a beautiful Whitney Houston t-shirt. She's so pretty. I got Whitney. Shout out to ANF. My name is Kasabian Lavoe. ChatGPT writes the intro. We do the show. It's a show that never ends, and it's live from Las Vegas. And I got to hire somebody that goes live from Las Vegas. Look, I was playing with the voice. Watch. Here we go.
Live from I don't
like doing that. That shit sounds weird. Live from Las Vegas. It's the Kasabian Lavoe Show. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. Remember my mentor used to put me on that. And here goes Loner talking shit. Here he go. Wasn't it weird? It's weird, right?
This doesn't sound like me. This doesn't sound like anybody. It really just sounds just fucked up. It's just fucked up.
So I'm not going to do it. But I need to hire somebody. I reached out to the guy that does the food and the TikTok reviews. He's a big husky dude. He never answered me. But fuck him. That's basically it. My money's green, so he can go to hell. Matter of fact, meet me at Akon City, where nobody will be. Anyway, what's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian, and I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. It's a wild world we're living in. Tonight, we're diving straight into the chaos in our usual style. Real talk, raw energy, and a side of what the hell is going on out there. First, octopuses, I believe that's the proper terminology, are apparently out here throwing hands in the deep sea like divas. They're literally punching fish just because they can. Scientists say that it might be about dominance, but it sounds too much like they're bumping NBA YoungBoy down there. Just doesn't make any sense. They're just so aggressive. It's like when my son goes outside. I don't understand why there's so much aggression, and they do that stupid little dance. Meanwhile, in Japan, they snapped the internet in half, not like with a meme, but with speed. Outrageously disgusting speed. The speed is so nasty and so fast that I'm not even going to cover it. I'm just going to tell you that they did it because it was like way too nerdy for me. And it's like Nerd Day or something. I have to talk to ChatGPT about the verbiage that it used for this script. I'm not happy with it. I'm going to go back and let them know that we need to adult this up a little bit. Speed so fast you could download a full movie before your mom finishes saying, "Are you still watching that nonsense?" No, literally fast, fucking fast. Then we got to talk about Akon's Wakanda project. Remember that futuristic African utopia he was building? Well, let's just say it's starting to look more like a ghost town than a tech paradise. And right here in Vegas, Uno is getting serious. Vegas serious. I wish I would have broke the story. We're not late. We're always fashionable here. But there's a new experience on the strip. It's not a casino game, but the marketing has been fucking amazing. The Palms hasn't had this much fucking eyes on them since the Real World Road Rules. Let's just be completely honest. Uno's on the strip, but it's not what you think. They kind of hit everybody with the reverse card, just being completely honest with you. The Breakfast Club tried to check the young streamer Neon, and it turned into a culture clash. Old head versus the new era of content kings. We break down what happened, and to be honest with you, why the fuck does the Breakfast Club feel like they have to stand up for everybody? Like, why don't they just shut the fuck up and do their job? Anyway, as if it wasn't enough heat, floods keep coming. Let's talk about more storms. Jersey's flooded. The Midwest is going through it. What is happening with the weather? Now, for anybody that thinks it's odd that Jersey's flooded, it may be. But Jersey's surrounded by water. Just going to put that out there. Like, a lot of water. Shitloads. Crazy. They do call it the New York Islands. Islands. We're just a bunch of islands. We can flood lickety-split. Why does it feel like Vegas weather is switching? It's not. Vegas weather is actually phenomenal. I mean, I can't even bug out. Like, it's great right now. The weather is 115. Stay home. Oh, and Donna Briggs. Hi, I'm Donna Briggs. If you don't know who Donna Briggs is, she's my new favorite internet person. She used to be, Donna, we'll talk about Donna. She's stirring up more drama than a return of a Love and Hip Hop. No, than a return reunion of a Love and Hip Hop episode. Stick around. We'll talk about Donna. ChatGPT, we're going to go over this next time. Sit back. No, you can't light one and lock in. I'm your host, Kasabian, and this is the show. Now, don't get me wrong. I love using ChatGPT, and I try using different script styles because I think it's interesting to see what it comes up with. This wasn't good. It just wasn't good. The first version wasn't good. We're going to work on this next time. I apologize. I feel like this was weak. I feel like it dropped the ball, and I'm not completely happy with it. First off, if you're not on TikTok, hold on. Because it's got to be a TikTok thing. I mean, it just hit my X feed, but completely honest, this is what TikTok's about. Okay. This is it. This is what TikTok's about. I'm wolfing right now too. I got hair all up and down my neck. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I just gave up.
It get lonely.
Listen, get on TikTok. Type in Donna Briggs. It's gonna break your brain. I've never seen anybody go the other way. Y'all remember Rachel Dolezal? She's selling ass on OnlyFans. But Rachel Dolezal is a white lady that wore braids and got way too tan and she wasn't acting black. I guess she was acting black. She was pretending to be black, and she was in a position of power at the NCAA, I believe, and she was, helping with black issues. She was doing good, but she's a white lady that just had a shitload of tan and braids in. Crazy, right? Donna Briggs said that she did the same thing. I don't believe you, Donna. Donna got full lips. Nice full lips. Caucasians don't. The older I get, the more I worry. It feels like my upper lip is Caucasianing out some. But honestly, Donna Briggs got full lips. Donna Briggs sounds, for a lack of better words, black. If you hear Donna, close your eyes and listen to Donna Briggs speak, you're going to go, oh, that's her sister. She sounds like she's from the DMV. She sounds like she's from Virginia, Washington. Like she's from that area. Like I promise you, that's what she sounds like. When I hear her, I go, oh, okay, DMV area. Shorty got life behind her. But she's a white lady now. Or says that she always was. Hey, yo, it just doesn't make sense. Look, she was a really pretty black girl, and now she's just like this oddly pretty white lady. So hard to explain this. You gotta go see it for yourself. It's a fucking rabbit hole. Go look for Donna Briggs. Go look. Donna Briggs. And then tell her to get on Kasabian Lavoe's live. I want to talk to her. I want to speak to her. I want to do things. Like, I just want to just say random things that I would say to people that I'm speaking to and just see how she reacts to it. Because, anyway, Donna Briggs, I'm going to fucking get to know you. Anyway, I don't know if you're talking about my upper lip, but I'll sock you out because I feel like you are. We can go. The story about octopus punching fish sounded so much cooler when I read the intro to the story. I swear to God. But octopus actually hang out with fish, and for some reason, like, they have beefs with different fish depending on what's going on. I'm not sure if it's fish or fishes in this case, but multiple fish, I believe it's fishes, which is correct. But in this case, octopus like to punch certain types of fish just on some GP, like, don't play with me. Bap, bap, in the ocean. It's just a thing they do. They'll be fighting with them, helping, like, they use the fish to go hunt. And they just start popping off on fish to let them know that they're not nothing to play with. Like, yeah, we're going to work together, but I'll beat y'all ass if I feel like it. It's pretty dope. I thought it was hilarious. The little cute picture that they drew of the octopus socking out a fish, I was like, aw, que lindo. But it just was more scientific jargon. Then, Japan broke the internet speed. Japan is a pretty amazing place. It was completely wiped out in the 1900s, not that long ago, but it sounds like it was a million years ago. And they rebuilt very fast. Japan is the only place that in pictures, all you see is the city, which looks a lot like New York. But in reality, like 20 minutes from that, or even maybe 10 minutes from that, it's a complete lush forest with mountains, running rivers, waterfalls, and amazing landscapes that are breathtaking. But they have literally broken a ton of things, at least technology-wise, chip-wise. It's an amazing culture. One time I was in a trap house and this drug dealer was like, do you think the Japanese are so good because they were almost wiped out? Like when they came back, they're getting like special powers almost to do good. And then he had this whole like soliloquy about every race and every ethnicity that had to go through like either extreme slavery or war where people were getting vanished. And he would break down. First off, I think we were all doing spice, if y'all remember what spice was. So when he was breaking this physiological shit down, it really made sense. And I was like, wow, that's amazing. And during that time period on YouTube, all the Asian content creators were doing really good. And he was like, don't you think this is their time? Because they suffered so much. And I was like, holy shit, maybe you're right. Fuck, who knows? So every time I'd see an Asian kid on YouTube, like, well, it's their fucking time. They got to do it because they were in war. Japan broke the internet speed. If I even knew how to say half the words that were on that piece of paper, we'd probably be here for a fucking hour. It was all types of words I've never seen in my life. I don't know what to tell you. I can't say words like that. My mouth don't even work that way. I'm not going to even attempt it. So, all that happened. Donna Briggs, come to the show. Call this show. Come, I don't care. Just come do the show. I want to talk to Donna. Shout out to all the content creators that are getting demonetized. That sucks.
Okay.
I don't mind showing my fat face. Y'all can make fun of me, that's okay. It'll bring in the money later.
When you on top, it get lonely.
I know y'all got Patreons making money. I don't want to do a Patreon yet. I just want to make regular YouTube money. I want to get my little 1,000 followers. And then, you know what I mean, maybe work hard and give me a little plaque. You know what I'm saying? But I just want a couple AdSense. I don't even work that hard at it because when I tried really, really hard, I kind of felt like I fell on my face. So I've been jaded a little bit. But working a regular job, damn, I got to put this out the picture. Working a regular job and trying to do, you know, mad content is very difficult. But I'm here and I love doing it and I love showing my face. That's a big deal. You got to show your face. They want to see your ugly mugs. And guess what? I have a face for radio. I really don't. I should be on TV every fucking day. Okay, let's get to today's show. We got some stories. ChatGPT dropped the ball today. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes we got good days in racing. Sometimes it's bad days in racing.
Okay.
This was a bad day.
I do it on my lonely. When you on top, it get lonely.
Akon's Wakanda dreams fizzled out. He promised the $6 billion crypto city. Now it's just beachfront property for hotels and marinas. What happened to Akon City? Well, first off, if you've never tried to build a house, here, do you even one better? If you're a parent or if you're a child that lives in a home with a lot of people and you got like mad brothers and sisters, like I got 5 kids. So I immediately learned after having so many kids that there's no fucking way I could ever build a town. I always was like, oh, I could build my own town. I could do that. I could build the roads and I could know where to put the shit and where to put the library and where to build the school. No, I cannot, because people don't make sense. New York has a grid system. Vegas has a whatever the fuck system. We're like cockeyed sideways at an angle in our little bitty bowl. We just fit inside of our mountains. Every city, everything is different. Now, I only say that to say this. When you want to build a town. It takes... Hey, bro, there hasn't been a new town built in fucking hundreds of years. Like, when was the last new town you heard of? And then let alone some high technical town. That shit don't even make sense. You have to have infrastructure. It's very hard to build a home in, like, per se, the middle of the desert. I know a couple on the internet now that actually are building their property, and the only reason it's making sense that they can build such a nice property is that it's an old track. It was going to be a housing tract that failed, but it has plumbing and electricity ran through it as if it was still the track. So they're able to tap into all the local utilities, which makes that shit a million times easier. When you are the beginning of the utilities and you have to lay out the water pipe, sewer pipe, figure out where everything is going to go, you have to have engineers that know how to run the piping properly. You can't overload the waste. You can't overload the water lines. Then you have to have electricity. Where's the electricity coming from? Oh, they built solar and they took care of 2 billion people. Man, shut the fuck up with the solar shit. You have to build infrastructure. You're showing us pictures of fucking hotels and riverfronts. Nah, brother, you got to get sewer drains. You got to figure out power transmitters, telephone poles. Again, water pipe. Who's going to build the water pipe? Who's going to install the water pipe? Who's going to dig it up? Build the fucking blueprints. Building a city is hard. Akon said he was going to get that shit popping in 3 years with a backing from China. China. Is he fucking crazy? Like, that don't make no sense. Akon was a car thief. Allegedly. Or was it his brother? Either way, you see, motherfuckers make one good song. He made a bunch of good songs. I ain't going to talk. Akon as a musician is amazing. I'm not gonna talk shit about Akon as a musician. I love Akon as a musician. Akon as a city builder was full of shit, and he was a goddamn snake oil salesman. I didn't believe dick he said. None of that shit made sense. Wakanda did not happen because of him, like at all. At all. Stories at a complex. The singer bit off more than he could chew when his Senegal city and now land will be used to house hotels, apartments, and marinas and more. Akon's plans to build a futuristic city in Senegal might have been scrapped, but the land that was supposed to be used for houses is apparently not going to go to waste. Why is it not going to waste, you say? Well, the property that was given to Akon, the amount of acreage is insane. It's called it's not even acres, it was hectares. I'm in real estate. I never seen that fucking word. But it was by the water, and there's water in areas, and it's not that far from a major city. Now, if you can build the infrastructure, all this makes sense. The beginning stages of the Akon Wakanda was supposed to be these beautiful hotels that were going to sit on the water and villas. That was like his first go-to. Yeah, that makes sense if you're a multi-billion-dollar corporation that makes hotel, motel, villas, and resorts around the world. You could do that, and you'll be able to get all the resources you need to connect the water, the power, the sewer, and everything and make it work. Even if they just build one solitary road that brings everybody to this area, and it'll be a multi-lane road. They're not going to be stupid about it. You'll have like 7 lanes on each side that comes from the main city, brings it in. Even if it's a 20 to 25 minute, let's say it's an hour drive from the main city, they'll be able to make it work. They will. Akon wasn't going to figure that shit out. Back in 2020, the locked up hitmaker secured a $6 billion contract to build a crypto-centric themed city dubbed Akon City along Senegal's Atlantic coast. It was coastal front property. You can't miss. You can't miss. The first phase was supposed to include construction for roads, a Hamptons hospital campus, Hamptons Mall, and a police station. A waste facility, a school, and a power plant was all supposed to be expected to be done by 2023. That's impossible. I get it. China's supposed to be backing him, so I think he thought they were going to move as fast as they do in China. What China does is pretty fucking spectacular. Amazing, some would say. Engineering genius. They're able to put up a hospital in 10 days with thousands and thousands of rooms, multi-floors, and completely operational. That shit's amazing. That's what he thought was going to happen here. Sadly mistaken. However, land set aside for the project was recently given back to the state after Akon failed to deliver on his promise. That happens. You know, when you borrow, you owe somebody. You cannot borrow $6 billion and not do shit and then think that they're going to be like, that's all right, you tried. $6 billion? Bro, motherfuckers don't even know what 100,000 looks like. $6 billion? Are you know what a million looks like? Count a million. It will take you days to count millions. Like, that shit don't even make no sense. The project basically no longer exists. It's just completely, it's vasted flatlands with one building that looks like a municipality building or something that you would find in like LA or here. According to Bloomberg, last year, Spaco gave Akon 2 weeks to begin working on his futuristic city or risk forfeiting the land. Most of the real estate and I don't even know how to pronounce that, Mboding, which is about 50 miles southeast of Senegal. See, 50 miles ain't shit. 50 miles really ain't bad. If they're only making a 50-mile stretch to get people to coastal properties, it'll develop little by little. It's going to take about 50 years, but that's better than what he was promising in 3. Sorry, Akon. Your city was a flop. It's okay. You can keep making music. You stole that song from the kid on TikTok, which is fucking crazy. I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't know you could steal a song from a TikTok kid and then it's on the fucking radio. Let there be sunshine. Let it be rain. Let it be. He stole that shit. Maybe he paid for it, but still, that shit came from TikTok. Like, that's crazy. We all remember, right? Like, don't forget now. It was a little boy singing. The DJs took it. They did something with it, and it became a thing. Y'all remember. I remember. You remember? I remember. It's a thing. It's a thing. All right. That was a great story about Akon City. I'm just so happy that we're here.
Oh God.
I'm tired.
Okay.
My bad. I do it. It's my thumb. That's from the 4th of July.
it get lonely.
Hey, how do y'all feel about drones being able to fly over your house and ticket you for the 4th of July? Doesn't that sound or feel like invasion of privacy at some point? Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, if you start a fire, dead ass, do what you got to do to figure out who did it. But this is a wishy-washy thing. Uno in Vegas. But it's not what you think. I know you heard that there was going to be Uno tables and it was going to be on the strip. Okay, there is an Uno table. There was a tournament. And to be completely honest, this is probably the most advertising the Palms has gotten in quite some time. And this might even be a global thing that has occurred. Because nationally, I know it took off like hot fire. And everybody was reporting it completely wrong. I didn't understand how it would work. The Palms was promoting a room. It's the old Road Rules real world room that has the bowling alleys. They converted it into a Uno suite. Very dope. There's an Uno table there. They were even having like a Uno competition, but it wasn't like a public competition, I don't think. This looked like it was a very private event. And then now they had this room. If you didn't know, that room is like 10 to 12 G's a night and like 25 or 27K for the weekends. And on holidays, don't even talk about it. There's been more fucking nuts busted in that place than a fucking Planner's fucking warehouse, okay? Nobody wants to be in that goddamn CSI cesspool. I don't give a fuck how much bleach and Fabuloso you use. There's no CSI camera and CGI glowing light thing that you couldn't flash on that fucking room and see it from space. Like, that shit is nasty. Anyway, they changed all the real world road rule stuff and made it Uno. Super dope. We play Uno. Uno's the shit. How would you sanction Uno as a casino game? It wouldn't make any sense. Could you imagine somebody busting somebody's ass with a reverse card for a $10,000 pot? Sounds dope, but it does also sound like murder cases waiting to happen, especially with a game that nobody even knows how to play the real way. We don't know what the real rules are. We just play the shit. My son been keeping a fucking take 4 or times 4 in his pocket every time. He's a cheating little shit. Stories at it today. The makers of Uno are trying to clear up any confusion. You will not be playing reverse cards for money on the floor at any Las Vegas casinos anytime soon. Again, good promotion, but man, this shit does sound like a PR mess for Uno. In the wake of the news from Uno makers Mattel about an Uno social club at the Palms Casino Resort in Las Vegas, the makers of the classic game clarified on July 14th on Instagram that there will be no Uno games on casino floors. Not a thing. A rumor has come to our attention that there will be Uno tables at casino floors in Las Vegas. Sounds wild, huh? The company wrote, "We hate to be the bearers of bad news, but the casino floor isn't ready for us yet. We've been told that while they do have tight security, it's not robust enough for Uno at this time. It's too dangerous. The rules are too flim-flabbity, and if you get the wrong person that allows some shit to go down, it's going to get nasty." Oh, my bad. Be prepared to spend a shitload of money to go to this social club. And again, if they're just renting out the room as a social club, I don't even know what the fuck that means. But if they're doing it per night like they used to do, that's $12K. Some light. What if you like, it's not? Ew, no. I'm not, that's weird to me. Like, I want to be in the room that no one's ever seen, no one's heard of, and no one's like crawled the walls with. Let me crawl my own walls. I don't want to share walls that you crawled. That's weird. Now, this morning or yesterday, who knows how radio works anymore?
Oh God. Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. Especially that show.
I do it on my lonely. When you on top,
Okay.
it get lonely.
How does the Breakfast Club maintain popularity and relevance in a time where the radio's fading away and the only thing that seems to stick around is streamers? Now, Neon is one of those streamers that he's one of those love to hate kids. You can't get rid of him, so you start to like him. I started to like him when I realized his bodyguard liked him. Something his bodyguard saw in him that I guess I can't, but it intrigues me. It makes me want to get to know the kid. Especially because a lot of people that are high valor, there's something about him that people that have a lot of respect give him a lot of love and care, and they take care of him so they can tell that he's still learning and he doesn't know better. But But at the same time, he's definitely grown. He's not the same kid. I can even admit that because, again, he's everywhere. You can't not see it. Trying to keep up on what's going on with all the streamers. There's always beefs and shit. But Neon isn't really beefing with anybody anymore. Like, that type of shit is old, and I don't think it's a thing anymore. At least as far as I'm concerned. Now, the Breakfast Club sounds like a washed-up group of fuckheads. That's all that was fuckheads. Like, y'all talking shit about Kai Cenat, or y'all trying to support Kai Cenat by standing up for... Y'all starting shit on behalf of Kai Cenat. That's corny. Stop doing that. Who are you to stand up or take a stand for what happened between him and a whole nother man? That's none of your fucking business. And y'all tried to press him like y'all were scolding him. Why do y'all feel like y'all have to scold people? That's none of your fucking business what happened. He said that shit to Kai about Kai and Kai's mama. Kai has to handle that however the fuck he wants to, and they probably did. You don't even know. This ain't got nothing to do with you. Y'all are so left out. It's just sad to watch. But anyway, The Breakfast Club versus Aiden Ross and not Aiden Ross, versus Neon. And Aiden Ross is in the chat. The chat was live because Neon was streaming, and as he was streaming, Aiden Ross commented, and he was like, "Yo, they talking shit on you. You know, they're belittling you. Don't listen to them. Fuck them." The Breakfast Club got upset. Jess Hilarious said, "You know, fuck you to Aiden, and this ain't your interview." And she was really just huffing and puffing. But let's get into the stories. Stories at a vibe. Host of The Breakfast Club went off on Aiden Ross and his fans in the middle of an interview with fellow streamer Neon. During the sit down, Lauren Larissa read an alleged comment from Ross in the live chat addressing Neon, stating, "Neon, I promise they're trying to belittle you and disrespect you. Shitting on all of them. You shitting on all of them. They're weird as fuck. Fuck them." This comment came from Aiden live. So he was watching, paying attention to what was going on. I feel like I'm turning red because it's getting hotter and hotter. And I apologize for turning flush and red. It's just extremely hot. It's like 110 outside. Aiden was right. They were talking down on Neon. It was weird. Neon, they didn't even shake his hand. It was odd. I'm not with that type of disrespect. Shake the young man's hand. He didn't disrespect y'all. Again, y'all mad at him for what he did to somebody else. That shit is weird. Jess Hilarious promptly chimed in, "Well, this is not an Aiden Ross interview, so fuck him too." Neon somewhat defended his friend. He did. He jumped in, whoa, we're all friends. He tried to defuse everything. And you know what? He tried. But they're too stupid to understand how the chat works. You see, the chat is going to be the best barometer of how the people feel. I know people that do understand it get it, but there's people that don't. And I hope you understand that a live feed chat with thousands and thousands of fans is probably the closest to real-time feelings, analytics that you're ever going to get. And that's why these kids last so long. So the Breakfast Club is seeing all the comments. They're basically calling y'all washed up, old, y'all don't know shit, y'all assholes. Fuck y'all talking down on him. And y'all saying, no, we're not. You are. That's y'all interview style. Y'all are assholes and y'all think y'all better than everybody because you got a job. That kid makes way more money than all of y'all. Even with all the scamming, allegedly, that's going on with one of y'all with real estate. It's none of my business. I don't know what that fat motherfucker Caesar was doing. But hey, there's more flash floods in Jersey. I want to make sure that all my people on the East Coast are taking care of themselves. I have recently, I've been speaking with my aunt from Jersey. She lives in Texas now, but she travels. She got stuck in Jersey.
When you on top, it get lonely.
I did not realize how bad the weather was in New Jersey or what was going on, but apparently flash flooding is really happening everywhere outside of Las Vegas. It's pretty amazing that this is really going on. There's two things that are going on in Vegas I want to talk about. One, there's a beautiful, beautiful home. Who the fuck keeps texting me? There's a beautiful, beautiful home. That's Coach. That's built on a mountain ridge that seems to be not too far from my home, and I want to live in it so bad. I believe it's like a $22 million home. I love this home. The yard is just like the top of the mountain. You're on a shelf of the mountain. You're like a step down from the tippy top of the mountain. So the back of your house is facing the top of the mountain, and then the rest of the house is just flat into like this big, beautiful, just desert scenery. And then I'm assuming the road is just tucked around that mountain, hidden off, and you don't have to deal with anybody else. That fucking house is amazing. That's going on, and there's a whole neighborhood getting built in the mountain range to the south of me that I can't wait to watch. Anyway, no floods in Vegas, just a bunch of houses for sale, and hopefully opportunity. More flash floods are on the way. Just when you thought it was safe to go outside. What is that? The sky's got beef. Flash floods are popping off on all coasts, and here's why. So the story's out of AccuWeather. I can't believe I'm covering a story out of AccuWeather, but this keeps happening. Like last week was Texas. Now we're dealing with Jersey. High humidity levels, summer heat, and long days will combine. First off, it gets dark at like 9 o'clock. That shit ain't normal. Is it just me? No pod. No Joe pod? No Joe pod tomorrow? Nah, I don't believe that. Stop. Let me get back to my show. Oh, you mean because of the flood? Oh, you right. There might not be no pod. Man, so I'm a JBP fan. One of the reasons why we do this show is because of the JBP. Shout out to JBP. All the J, B, and the P, which is all of them, are Melissa. Either way, hey, real fast, Amani never had a shot with Melissa. Even now that they're on a show with each other, maybe. But like 20 years ago, back when Amani was first starting and like Melissa was outside, Amani never had a shot. Period. Amani was as famous as I was. We weren't on Melissa Ford's radar. Sorry. That's not hate. That's just facts. Let me get back to this AccuWeather thing. I just had to get it on my chest. AccuWeather. High humidity levels, summer heat, long days will combine to produce conditions favorable for drenching thunderstorms leading to additional flash floods in the coming days in the eastern, central, and southwestern United States. Okay, don't bring that shit to the southwest. We don't need it. But it's going crazy in Jersey. And the sun really doesn't go down until fucking 9 o'clock. It's crazy. Why? Like, that's not okay. There has been a swarm of flash floods. A swarm of flash floods is disgusting to say. There has been a swarm of flash flood incidents in several parts of the U.S. in recent weeks. Anytime there's a great amount of moisture in the atmosphere or a front, storm, or jet stream. First off, these are not normal storm words. What the hell? What happens is that we get tremendous rainfalls in very short periods of time, causing flash floods. Slow-moving thunderstorms with torrential rains are frequently triggers for flash floods in the United States, especially during the warm summer months when the amount of moisture is at its atmospheric peak. It's hot and cold, which is causing rain. I know it doesn't make sense. The sun it heats up the water evaporates. It's like the water cycle and shit like that. That's going on right now. But again, the real issue is that you're going to get a lot of rain, short period of time, and it's just going to keep happening and keep happening and keep happening. Be prepared. Don't buy a car from Jersey. Excuse my voice crack. Don't buy a car from Jersey. Don't buy a car from Texas or Florida because they're all flooded. All cars are flooded. Don't buy a flooded car. I can't believe electric cars aren't blown up. That should have been happening. That's not happening. That's crazy. Especially in Texas. Can't believe that didn't happen. But that was the show. You see, I had it. I was going to do a longer show. I wasn't ready to do a longer show. I didn't even come in with music because they keep on flagging and I want to see what the difference would be without coming in with music. But I hope those were interesting topics for today's show. I hope we had fun. I'm definitely encouraged. Thank you, sir. Oprah. No, I'm encouraged with these weather topics to really get into more things that have nothing to do with things that I like. So we might cover fucking cooking as far as I'm concerned. And I love cooking, but I don't want to talk about it. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. Again, this is the show that never ends. Let's play some music because that's what we do. And well, it's that time of the show where we play a song and then we go. Where's my song? What song should I play? I love that door closing. Yeah. This is the Empire. And I am? Yeah. No sleep. Lavoe. Wow. Let's go. On God. Yeah. Imp. Such a good song. If you can hear all the
Lavoe. And it's still no sleep. No. Trying to live out my dream. Yeah. Started out with a team, and now it's just me. Empire to the death of me. I guess I'm out here reaching my destiny. Started off with an epiphany. Now I can drop 100 bands at Tiffany's. Yeah. Still Tim's in the white tee. Still me and wifey. Couple stores and I might be buying malls. Come watch me. Matter of fact, you can risk me. After I'm gone, I know they gon' miss me. Hate me, they can forget me. He didn't change, he's still the same.
All right, y'all. ChatGPT dropped the ball.
It's Kasabian.
My name is Kasabian.
Go ask Mama Nim.
Mama Nim.
Influenced by Eminem. Aggressive like 50 Cent. Pretty like Brad Pitt. Making money like Trump did. Hit him hard like I'm Tyson. I get in ghosts in that rose gold Rolls Royce. You already know.
My name is Kasabian. Live in the moment, don't live in the past. Be safe, stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wine.